I took a trade, ended up being a loss, but the trade was good. I knew that I had the 15-minute against me, and I'm still going to journal the trade, by the way. But I knew I had the 15-minute against me, but I was fine taking that trade because we tapped an H1 for value gap, and then we broke 5-minute structure, and the overall trend was bullish, except the 15-minute, which had a fair value gap above. The problem is actually the management, where I should have cut the trade for like half hour, almost half hour, a bit more than half hour, but let's just say 0.8 hour loss. And at this point, like I was like, oh, we're just gonna sweep these 1 minute lows and then it's gonna reverse, and it did that. Right? And I was like, okay, now we're gonna go. And I ended up being in profit for a little bit, very low profit, by the way. And then it broke 1 minute structure. And then, like, if I missed the first cut, the first time where I've cut the trade, that second time should have been where I should have cut the trade. Because now I have confirmation that we're just not gonna view reverse in the 15-minute, even though everything is bullish. Keep in mind, at this point, the 5-minute was also bearish. I know this is kind of like rough for you to picture, but I just want to put it into words. So, -1R. The account is now at 51,790 something, or 720, I don't remember. So that means we're like 2-3 trades away from a payout now, which coming from $50 is just beating my ass now. Coming from $50 away to get the payout to this is just insane. And the last week was just been loss, win, break even, break even, break even, loss, win, break even, break even, and now loss on Friday, which I deviated from the plan, and loss today again. But look, at least I did not deviate from the plan today. Like, I entered and I waited for exactly what I wanted to see, and I got in there. It's just the management that I should have been more aggressive. So this is Monday. I didn't go to the gym, just went for a walk to refresh my mind. Yeah, that's it. I'll see you tomorrow for Tuesday. Hopefully we get good management then.
The Panamera shitting on a 911. I call my homies 9911. I'm that nigga with the juice, but I never do my nigga like Pac.
Seems like we're on a losing streak. Yeah, I took a long today. Everything was aligned. I stand by this trade. The only thing, like, not in favor is a 5-minute fair value gap. This is a trade that I took essentially, and this is actually bar replay mode because price just ended up tanking. But this right here, like at the time we've tapped this order block and then we went higher. So I was just waiting. At this point, this 5-minute is technically bullish, right? We tapped this, we went higher. Sure, we failed to close above here. And this is the reason why that big wick, which is this one, is the reason why I waited for this small 1-minute consolidation. Saw it market structure shift up, right? So I entered in market order here. My stop was a little bit tight. My TP was somewhere up there. This is all-time highs. The 1 hour was trading bullish at the time. I thought this would be the lower wick. We've set it and then we would go higher. The 15-minute was also looking the same. This is how it played out. It was literally me longing the end of the trend. There's a case to be made where, oh, we just sweep all-time highs. But if this was like the case for every long I took near all-time highs, then I would have gotten any win at the all-time highs. So usually I just look at overall direction, not the sweeps, and not trying to call the highs or the lows. So that was essentially it. I did want to try and get in again on another trade, but I was waiting for a 5-minute bullish shift because then the 5-minute structure went bearish and ended up not getting it, and I just said, you know what, I'm actually done for the day, and that was it. Really sucks, because like the week, which was this week, I decided to increase my risk from 200 to 250. Well, I was doing $200 to $250 risk, and I decided this week that I would do 250 to 300 just to push myself a little bit more, because I really feel like I can handle it, and just gives me a losing streak. So I'm currently on a 3-trade losing streak. Actually 2, if you're counting it in a row, because I got a loss, a break even, a loss, and now a loss again. But yeah, I'll show you. I mean, so far I am 1K away from the payout. Actually more, 1.2K away from the payout. So it's not really looking good. That said, I still have another 100 accounts, so nothing to worry about. Still have money to buy more challenges and pass them. It's just been rough coming all the way down from being this close to getting a payout. That's it for today. I'm not going to the gym. I'm actually gonna go for a walk because I'm not going to the gym. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow, I guess. All right, I went for my walk. Feeling better now, feeling more refreshed. I need to journal. I need to finish editing last week's video. It is currently 6 o'clock. So I'll probably be done with everything at like 8 or 9, and then I'll just call it a day. It's been rough, but look, we're still alive. We're still alive, and tomorrow is another day. So tomorrow is a new chance to start fresh again.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. My white tee.
All right, it is Wednesday, and I'm not sure if I'll be able to trade because I need to go to the dentist. It's at 2, market opens 2:30, and I don't know if I'll be at home in time. If I get home 2:40 or 2:50 p.m., then yeah, sure, maybe I'll sit down and analyze the charts. Regardless, I've made a pre-market analysis, even though it's 1 p.m. So yeah, I'm gonna go there now, and I'll update you guys if I get this trading session in or not.
You turning your son to a funeral. To them niggas that say they want office, you better be talking about working in cubicles. Yeah, them boys had a lot, but I knew the code. Lot of niggas debating my numero. Not the 3, not the 2, I'm the UNO. Yeah. Numero UNO. Me and Drizzy, this shit like the Super Bowl. Man, this shit done it big as the... Big as the what? Big as the what? Big as the what?
Alright, end of the day, came here to have dinner. I ended up trading and I passed the challenge. Didn't record it though because I forgot, but this was an Apex challenge. I bought it for like $30 and just because it was $85 PA fees to get it activated. So now the plan is I'm gonna risk a little bit more on the funded just so I can get to 2.6k, which is where the trailing drawdown stops. But essentially this was the trade, and it's funny because this whole week I looked at the market and say, oh, these are actually kind of good market conditions, so I'm gonna enter, and then it went sideways, and today was sideways. Tried to enter and it just blasted through TP. So that's the update. I'll see you in a bit.
Let it register. I did everything I said I would and said it first. I mean the world's in denial, but they all know what I'm headed for.
Alright, my dudes, here's what happened today. I took a long, I was kind of late because I was not on the charts to get in. So this is like the entry that I took. Like the stop was still the same. It's just like the target was a bit higher. And I was willing to do that because I was expecting more all-time highs. So I was like, this is fair. I'm willing to do this. And I just went long. Then price reversed. There was like this big 1 minute candle right here. I thought about closing in, but then the next candle opened and it was just too fast. And at that point, when I wanted to close, I was already down 200. So I'm like 200, 240, might as well just let it play out, right? Then like almost subs me out, goes to break even. At this point, there's news coming out, and this is red folder news. So I'm expecting like to be some volatility. To be honest, like this same thing happened early this week. Not same thing, because one, I was expecting a V reversal. This one, no. Not really the same thing. No, not really the same thing. But yeah, then went to break even and then drop lower. Like when that happened, I literally said, oh, this is a good close actually. And this is a good H1 close. And this is a good, like not the best 15-minute close or 5 minutes, but this is a good H1 close, and we still have space to go lower and then go higher. So I was expecting a little bit drawdown again to then go higher. We ended up just taking that 1R loss, and this week adds up to -2R. Tomorrow I'm gonna do like a screen recording of my TradeZella so that you can see how the week went. So this is the TradeZella dashboard. This is how much I am in profit. Keep in mind you need to deduct $500 from this balance, from this profit, because I took a payout for 500. So now the account is at like 51,400 500 something. And yeah, this is the week. We're down to our Wednesday right here. I didn't trade because I just looked at the market and I was like, meh, I just don't feel like trading it. That just didn't look good, to be honest. And funny because that was the day where I could just close my eyes, press long, and it went. Regardless, I was still able to capitalize on that, and I was still able to pass a challenge. So we're down to R for this week. Let's hope next week is gonna be better. Thanks for watching. I'll see you Monday.